All right, so the Rams are expected to hire assistant offensive line coach for the Bills, Ryan Wendell, and they just hired Nick Caley from the New England Patriots. He is going to take the same role with the Rams. He'll be the tight ends coach, and Ryan Wendell will end up being the offensive line coach for the Rams. So a little bit about Caley. He's 40 years old. He comes from Bill Belichick, of course. And there's a lot of scrutiny about him, his inability to develop, tight ends outside of, guys like Gronkowski, obviously. They did draft some guys. Dalton Keene is one of those that come to mind. And they really didn't do a lot. And a lot of people hold it against him, with Hunter Henry and Johnny Smith not really progressing. So, there's definitely some stuff there. I would just say anybody the Rams are going to hire at this point, then they're really doing their homework. They're doing their due diligence, and you're just going to have to trust the process. My thoughts on Caley: I like it. He's 40 years old. He's coming from Belichick's, whole system, his ecosystem and everything. And I think, Thomas Brown potentially getting, more up the rungs and getting more on his plate. I like them, keeping him away from the tight ends and just putting a guy there. And this is an opportunity for, Caley to go up the rungs as well. So I do like this for Nick Caley. And in addition to that, Ryan Wendell, I know a lot of people are interested in him. He's a 9-year pro in the NFL. He worked with Dante Scarnecchia and, of course, Bill Belichick with the New England Patriots. He started at guard in the Super Bowl. He played with Ryan Khalil, who's already, voiced his opinion on Twitter, saying he's very smart. It'd be a smart hire. And he's an assistant offensive line coach for the Buffalo Bills, who he's actually under the former Rams offensive line coach, Aaron Kromer. I like this move. He's 36. He seems like somebody that's on the come up. He's rising up the ranks. Conventional wisdom would say, okay, Sean McVay, bringing in Kevin Carberry the last time, it shows us, okay, it worked, right? Now we'll see what ends up happening with Wendell. Obviously, has the experience playing the position. And, he's working with a pretty darn good team in the Buffalo Bills and working with a pretty darn good offensive line coach in Aaron Kromer. So looking at these two, I think they're good hires. The Caley one's done. That's set in stone. The Wendell one is expected. It's not done yet, so to speak, but it's very, very likely. It's probably in the same stages, I would say, as like Mike LaFleur was. We all knew it. It's probably the worst kept secret, but I think Wendell's going to be a good move. I would have been all for grabbing the guy from the Jets. I think he would have made sense. He also comes from the 49ers with Mike LaFleur. But I do like this move. I don't know a ton about him, just that, he's a 9-year pro. He worked with Aaron Kromer. He's 36 years old. He's an up-and-comer in the coaching ranks. And, I like the idea of Sean McVay going after these guys. It almost seems what we can take from this is that he's been going after guys who have more of like a clean slate, right? Let's be honest, like with Caley, he kind of needs this launching point, right? He needs to move on. He got, heavily scrutinized, even though he actually interviewed for the offensive coordinator position for the Patriots. He's gotten scrutinized by the fan base. And so, I just think, at least for me, I think Caley will work out. I think that's somebody that can move up the ranks. But this is a huge opportunity, for Wendell. He hasn't been a offensive line coach, just an assistant offensive line coach. He's worked his way up, former player. This is going to be big. So we'll see what ends up happening with him. But I do like the hires for sure. And, I think, again, at the end of the day, I think Sean McVay is kind of going with, we're going to get these new guys in the building. We're going to continue to expand our coaching net, and start to, develop these guys and give them an opportunity. So I'm excited about it. I think it poses, a lot of promise moving forward. And, I think, that's pretty much all I have to say, but I like it, and we'll see what ends up happening. We still need to hear about Raheem Morris. We still need to hear about Thomas Brown. We don't know, but I'm Jake Ellenbogen, and this has been my raw reaction to the latest of the Rams coaching hires. You take care, and I'll see you guys soon. Later.